exercise 16.3. So first problem is very simple here. Different probabilities. Probability actually based on the this is based on the one condition. Probability of an event. Probability of an event is equals to E is equals to what is the probability of E, and E is an event whenever you are taking into consider number of favorable outcomes of the number of favorable outcomes, number of the favorable outcomes to the event E, to E by total number of outcomes, total number of outcomes. And here whenever you calculate the probability of any event E is always lies between 0 and 1. It is equals to 0, it is equals to 1, but it lies between, it may be equals to 0, it may be equals to 1, and it lies between the 0 and 1. This is the main thing. And sum of the probabilities of the each and every elementary event is equals to 1. Elementary event is nothing but singleton set. So normally whenever you toss a coin, the head and tail will be the sample space. And what are the simple events? Simple event is nothing but singleton set. Usually the simple event is this one and simple event is this one. So probability of this event is normally we need to write like this. But in a short form, we can write it as a probability of H. For our convenience, we'll write like this, probability of H. Usually we need to write that. This is also one event. This event is what here? Actually, this is singleton set, simple event. We call it as a simple event. More than one elementary event is there means, elementary element is there means, then we can consider that as a compound event. And whenever you consider that sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events, that is nothing but this probability will be equals to 1 by 2. Probability of the getting a head is 1 by 2. Probability of getting a tail is equals to 1 by 2. And the sum of these two will be equals to 1. So sum should be equals to 1. And each and every probability lies between 0 and 1. This is the one thing you have to remember. So first question, it is given to you that W1, W2, W7 tak it is given, and sum of all the probability of W1 plus probability of W2 plus and so on, probability of W7 should be is equals to 1, and probability of Wi should lies between 0 and 1. Wi, where I is equals to 1 to 7. This is a condition for the first problem. Okay, so very simple. Just the fourth problem, you see that D in that probability of W1 is given to you minus 0.1. So that is not possible. So that's why it is not satisfies the given condition. So what is the question given? So which of the following cannot valid state assignments of the probabilities for the outcomes of the sample space? So D problem is not valid. Directly you can say, but remaining also may not valid. If the sum should be equals to 1. Sum you have to check it. That's all. Nothing else. Second question, whenever you see that. So what is the question given there? A coin is tossed twice. What is the probability of at least one tail occurs? First you try to write the sample space or try to keep the sample space in your mind. A coin is tossed twice. What is the probability that at least one tail occurs? So at least one tail occurs is an event. So sample space is when a coin is tossed twice. So sample space is head head, head tail, so tail tail, head tail, tail head. So E is an event of E is the event of at least one tail occurs. So at least one tail is nothing but E. What do you get? At least one tail means two tails also should be taken into consideration. Head tail head, tail tail. So this should be taken. So probability of this event E is equals to N of E by N of S. So number of elements in this, number of elements in that set, that is called number of favorable outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes of the particular event, that is 3 by 4. 3 by 4 is the probability. Third question, whenever you see that a die is thrown, find the probability of the following event. When the die is thrown, the outcomes are 6 outcomes. A prime number will appear. Prime number means E is the event of getting a prime number. You have to write like that. E, for 1 mark, if it is given to you, no need of writing. Just E, but the way you need to present that answer, E is the event of getting prime number. So what are the outcomes of this event? What are the favorable outcomes of this event? 2, 3, 5. So total number of outcomes 6. So probability of this event E is equals to 3 by 6, which is equals to 1 by 2. So like that, each and every element question is given to you. Greater than or equals to 3 will appear. Greater than or equals to 3 means 3, 4, 5, 6 should be taken. 4 numbers will be there, 4 by 6. Less than or equals to 1. Less than or equals to 1. Less than or equals to 1. So only 1 you are going to get, 1 by 6 probability. The number more than 6 will appear. So 0 probability. The number less than 6 will. Less than 6 means here most of the students will get confused when a question is asked. Number more than 6 will appear means 0 probability. Because 0 means probability is 0. So number of favorable outcomes is 0. Because set will not contain. E contains the no elements. E is an empty set in that situation. Do remember that in that situation, E is an empty set. This is empty set. But n of E will be is equals to 0. So therefore, probability of an event E is equals to n of E by n of S you are going to get. So 0 by 6 you are going to get, the probability is 0. And then that event is called as impossible event. But coming to the fifth problem, the number in the third question, fifth problem, number less than 6 will appear. Less than 6 means equal to 6 not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the probability is 5 by 6. A card is selected. Yes, this question you see here. A card is selected from the 52 pack of the cards, and you need to know about the cards. So once I will revise about the cards here. What are the cards are there? Different type of the cards. What do you have? So we are going to have the two colors cards whenever you take. One is red color, another one is black color. Two types. Deck of the cards whenever you take, two different colors will be there. And red color you are going to have the two symbols. This is heart, and another symbol is diamond. These two will be in red color. Okay, another two symbols will be there. What do we call these two symbols? Do anyone remember? In the 10th class only you have learned.
Sir, spade and club.
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 This is spade. This is spade,
And
and this
this
is
is club.
club. Club is, you can remember that club is number 3 together. It is there. It is club. Combining together. Like that you can remember to avoid the confusion, because I think you may not play the playing cards, so that's why you cannot remember. So that's why club. ये combine कर लिया है club. ऐसे याद रखो. So this is like a leaf spade. Oh, these two will be in a black color, and in each and every symbol you are going to have the numbers starting from the A's. A, 2, 3, 4, and so on till the 10. J, Q, K. These three are called face cards. We call them as a face cards. This is called Ace. A symbol will be there. Only A symbol is called as Ace. And the number 2 to 10 will be there numbers. And remaining J for jock, Q for queen, and K for king. So these will be there in every. So total how many are there? 13 cards will be there in one suit. One means one type of the symbol whenever you are taking into consider. So now coming to the part of the fourth question. So what is the question? 52, total 52 cards, 13, 13, 13, 13. One joker will be there. That should not be taken into consideration whenever you say that normally. Joker card will be there. That should not be taken as a card from the deck of the cards. Usually, whenever you purchase the deck of the cards, one will be there. Joker card will be there. That is for the other purpose, playing purpose it is given, but according to the probability, whenever you take 52 cards only to be taken into consideration. So in that, how many points are there in the sample space? How many points are there in the sample space? Total 52 sample space. Second question is, first question is, how many points are there in the sample space? Sample space में ये पूरा cards हो जाएगा. 52 cards will be there. And what is the next question it is asking to you? Calculate the probability that the card is an ace of spades. Ace में spade. स्पेड में एस एक ही होगा, सो 1 होगा टोटल out of 52. So 1 by 52 is the probability. Calculate the probability that the card is an ace card. In the C question, first one, what is the probability of selecting an ace card? So how many ace will be there total? 4. 4 out of 52. 4 by 52. 4 out of 52. So which is nothing but 1 by 13. So this you see that the probability of every event you are taking into consider lies between 0 and 1. And in the second case, we are probable black card. So how many black cards will be there total? These are all black.
So
Will you say?
26.
26 will be there. So out of 52, 26 by 52, which is equals to the probability is 1 by 2. So very simple questions. Fifth question, see, a fair coin with a 1 marked on the one face and 6 on the other face, and a fair coin with the 1 marked on one face and 6 on the other face. So head and tail nahi hai, 1 and 6 is there. Okay, and a fair die are both tossed. Find the probability that the sum of the numbers turns up is 3. So you may get, see, all the questions are very simple here, not very difficult to you. So you can easily calculate that. It's not a very difficult task to you to do this. Can you say here? What is the sample space in this situation? One is marked. Did you understand here? Both are tasked. So what is the sample space means? You may get 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 2, 1 comma 4, 1 comma 5, 1 comma 6. Because 1 is there on a coin. Instead of head, you have to write the 1. Okay, and 6 is there another on the other case. 6 comma 1, 6 comma 2, 6 comma 3, 6 comma 4, 6 comma 5, 6 comma 6. It is not necessary to you to write the sample space, but to understand easily, then I'm writing sample space. What is the, how many number of elements will be there in total? N of S is equals to sample space में 12 elements will be there. The first question is asking to you an event. Some should get 3. Exactly, sum 3 आना है. So sum 3 आने का probability E you consider the E, otherwise E1 you consider, because second question is there 12 आने का probability. So E1 is equals to what? Sum 3 आने का probability means only this one is there, I think so. So only 1 comma 2. So only one number is there. So this probability of this event E1 is equals to 1 by 2. Second, 12 आने का probability. 12 आने का probability means 6 comma 6 is there. Only one is there. That is also equals to 1 by 12. So like this, each and every question is given to you. Different questions are given to you. Situations are given. 60 question, there are 4 men, 6 women on a city council. 4 men, 6 women. So one council member is selected for the committee at random. How likely is that a woman आने का probability क्या है? So number of the women by total number of the people. Number of the women is 6. Total number of the people is 10. 6 by 10. The probability. Simple question. A fair coin is tossed. This question, whenever you see that, it is complete. You may feel it is different question normally. Okay. So here, what is the question given to you? A fair coin is tossed 4 times. Seventh question, see here. And the person wins rupee 1 for each head and losses 1 rupee 50 paise for each tail that turns up. So from the sample space, calculate how many different amounts of the money you can have after 4 tosses, and the probability of having each of these amounts. Completely question, you may feel, try to understand the question properly here, otherwise there is a confusion. A fair coin is tossed 4 times. So 4 times when a coin is tossed. So if you get, what is the chances of getting? So what are the chances of getting here? 4 heads आने का probability है. Okay, one chance is 4 heads, and 1 head 3 times tail, 2 times head 2 times tail, 3 times tail, 1 time head. These are the possible. And when he gets head, he will win 1 rupee. and if he get the tail, he losses the what is given, a person win rupee 1 for each head and lost the 1 rupee 50 paisa. 1 rupee 50 paisa loss means we have to subtract it. Then after at last, what is asking, find the probability of each of these amounts. What is the probability of each of different amounts? What are the different amounts you are going to get? And what is the probability of getting that amount? What is the probability of getting this amount? What is the probability of getting that amount? So first let us see the amounts. What are the possible amounts in this situation? Question may be different here whenever you see that. So what are the, since 4 heads and tails, 4 times toss कर लिया है, so 4 times toss कर लिया तो 4 heads करना. So amount when 4 heads turns up, so 1 rupee plus 1 rupee plus 1 rupee 3 times 4 times, so rupees 4 rupees he is going to get it, is the 4 rupees gain. Okay, okay, is it clear to you? And there is a chance of getting 3 heads and 1 tail. When 3 heads 1 tail, so 3 heads के लिए 3 times 1 rupee 1 rupee 1 rupee he will get 1 plus 1 plus 1, and 1 tail के लिए he will lose the 1 rupee 50 paisa, so which is nothing but
Sir,
at
there
last
will
he is going
be outcomes. There will be 32. There will be 16 for 16 outcomes.
yes, number of outcomes will be 16 outcomes, because when you take into consider 16 outcomes will be there. 16 outcomes will be there. So here the probability of getting the amount is asking you. First, let us calculate the chances of getting these charges. Okay. So 3 heads and 1 tail is there. So amount we are calculating here. Okay. And here the question is asking, what is the probability of getting rupees 4 rupees आने का probability क्या है? 4 rupees आने का probability is nothing but 4 heads आने का probability क्या है? And 1 rupee 50 paisa आने का probability क्या है? That is nothing but 1 rupee 50 paisa आने का probability is nothing but 3 heads 1 tail. 3 heads 1 tail. So 3 heads 1 tail, in the how many ways will be there? 4 ways will be there. 3 heads 1 tail. ये tail इधर हो सकता है, इधर हो सकता है, इधर हो सकता है, इधर हो सकता है. That is nothing but you may have like this. Just like it. These are the 4 possible ways. In these 4 possible ways, he is going to get the 1 rupee 50 paisa. So probability of getting 1 rupee 50 paisa, here itself you can write. So probability of getting rupees 4 is equals to only one time 4 heads होगा when you turn up. Okay, sample space क्या है? Sample space चाहे तो पहले ही लिखो. When you write sample space is equals to head. It is not necessary to you to write, but n of s is equals to 2 to the power of 4, which is equals to 16 possibilities will be there. 16 possibility. So probability of getting the rupees 4 is nothing but one time, 1 by 60. So probability of getting rupee 1 rupee 50 paisa is nothing but 1 rupee 50 paisa कब आते हैं? इस टाइम पे, इस टाइम पे, इस टाइम पे, इस टाइम पे. 4 times out of 16, 4 by 16, which is equals to 100. Like this, 3 heads, 1 tail हो गया. 2 heads, 2 tail. 2 heads, 2 tail. So what is the amount he is going to get? 2 heads means 1 rupee, 1 rupee. And 2 tails means loss of 1 rupee, 1 rupee. 1.5. Here 3 rupees and 2 rupees. So what is, at last he is going to get it? -1. -1. So loss of 1 rupee. Here it is 1 rupee 50 paisa again. 1 rupee loss. Rupee 1 loss. -1 is nothing but 1 rupee loss. So 1 rupee loss होने का probability क्या है? Every time question is here the questions are asking to you to find out the probability of what are the questions are probability of having each of these amounts. What are the amounts he is going to get, and what are the probabilities of each of these amounts. So probability of losing 1 rupee. So losing 1 rupee is nothing but probability of losing rupee 1. So how many chances are there? 2 heads, 2 tails. 2 heads, 2 tails probability क्या है? Means how many ways you are going to get it? 2 heads and 2 tails. Like this you may have head tail, tail head होगा, head ये तीनों का probability है. So first time head consider कर. So then you are going to get it head head head. Head is here. So tail head tail. These three same as it is tail tail tail. Consider 6 times you are going to get it. 6 out of the 16. So this is 6 out of 16. So that is nothing but you are going to get 3 by 8. The probability of losing rupee 1 rupee loss होने का probability 3 by 8 है. Okay, 3 by 8 is a losing 1 rupee. And the next another chance is what? 1 head, 3 tails. 1 head, 3 tails. 1 head के लिए 1 rupee and 3 tails के लिए 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. So rupees 3 rupees 50 paise loss. 3 rupees 50 paise loss. So probability of loss rupees 3 rupees 50 paise is equals to 3 rupees 50 paise loss होने का probability क्या है? Can you tell? 3 heads, 1 head, 3 tails. So this is also you are going to get like the 3 heads 1 tail. 3 heads 1 tail कैसे है वैसे ही आ जाएगा, 4 times आ जाएगा. So 4 out of 16 which is equals to that is 1 by 4 probability. The last one is 0 heads 4 tails. 0 heads means 4 out of 4 tails. So loss of minus 1.50 minus 1.50 minus 1.50 minus 1.50 minus 4 rupees 50 paise. So that is nothing but rupees 4 rupees 50 paise loss. 4 rupees 50 paise loss होने का probability क्या है? Loss of
Sir, rupees 6 maybe.
1 by 16. Huh?
Rupees 6 maybe. 1.5 into
Oh,
6,
sorry,
4.
sorry. Rupees 6. Yes, rupees 6. 6 rupees. That's all. This is only the question. It looks like a different question to you. Next, 8th question is what here? 3 coins are tossed once. Find the probability of getting 3 heads. 3 heads, 2 heads, at least 2 heads, at most 2 heads, no head, 3 tails. 3 heads whenever you toss, 8 chances are there. For each and every probability you can find out. It's not a very difficult thing to do. 9th question. If 2 by 11 is a probability of an event, what is the probability of event not E? 2 by 11 is a probability of an event A. A is the event here it is given. If 2 by 11 is a probability of an event. And what is the probability of not A? So not A का probability क्या है? So 1 minus you need to do it. So it is equals to 2 by 11. And probability of not A is nothing but 1 minus 2 by 11. Once is subtracted. Because sum of all the probabilities will be equals to. So 11 minus 2 by 11 which is equals to 9 by 11 is the probability. Okay. Next. 10th question. A letter is chosen at a random from the word assassination. Find the probability that letter is an oval number. How many letters are there in total assassination? Total number of even repeated letters also should be taken into consideration. Assassination is going to have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
10.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Total 13 are there. And number of ovals are 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this counting only. How many ovals are there? Number of ovals by total 13. How many consonants are? Number of ovals by consonants. 11th question you see that in a lottery, a person chooses 6 different natural numbers at a random of 1 to 20. If these 6 numbers match with the 6 numbers already fixed by the lottery committee, he wins the prize. So what is the probability of winning the prize or in the game? So here, whatever it is given to you, whenever you take it, consider selecting the 6 out of 20. So number of ways of selecting the 6 out of 20. And what are the fixed one? whenever you are taking into consider, only one number will be there. Whatever it is fixed, that number only you need to get. Is nothing but that only one number will be there. So total number of outcomes only here you need to calculate. So total number of outcomes, number of ways of selecting the 6 out of 20 is nothing but 20C6. So this is N of S. N of S is equals to 20C6. So the value whatever you will get in this 20C6 value, okay, once again I will repeat, how do you find out NCR value? NCR formula kya hai? NCR is equals to n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial. NPR value n factorial by n minus r factorial. In permutations and combinations you have learned it. So ये value find out करने का जरूरत नहीं. And only one number. Lottery was fixed with one number. On that number only. So probability of getting winning the game is nothing but only that one number you have to get out of these many numbers. ये कितना number आएगा वो calculate करना है. It is time consuming and you do it. So the final probability is 1 by 20C6. 20C6 value find out करना है if time is 4 minutes. Okay. 12th question. Check the whether the following probabilities P of A consistently defined or not. So what is the question here given? Whether it is defined or not means what is meaning of that one? Probability of A is given. Probability of B is given. Probability of A intersection B is given. Probability of A in the 12th question. Probability of A, probability of B, and probability of A intersection B. So here, whenever you are taking into consider, probability of A intersection B is greater than the one of the probabilities. It is greater than the probability of A. Hence, A and B are not consistently defined. If it is intersection is greater than the probability, so whatever it is given to you, probability of consistently defined here, it is the question. Question is given to you, they are consistently defined. And here intersection, whenever it is given to you, probability of intersection. So here, whenever you consider that in this situation, probability of A is given to you. Let me erase this one. Probability of A is equals to 0.5. Probability of B is equals to 0.7. Probability of A intersection B is equals to 0.6. E and F are two events. Suppose if you consider that, whenever you consider that P of A intersection B, here intersection B is greater than P of A. इससे ये greater than है ना? Then you can say that the two events E and F means A and B are not consistently defined. Probability of A and probability of B not consistently defined. Suppose second question is given, probability of A is given 0.5, probability of B is given 0.4. Second, here it is given probability of A is given 0.5, probability of B is given 0.4, and probability of A union B is given to you as 0.8. A union B is given. So in this situation, A intersection B, can you find out? Probability of A union B is equals to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. Probability of A. So probability of A union B 0.8 is equals to 0.5 plus 0.4 minus probability of A intersection B. ये इधर लेके आओ. So probability of A intersection B is equals to 0.9 minus 0.8, which is equals to 0.9, which is less than the both probability of A and B. So therefore, probability of A and B are consistently defined. Probability of A and probability of B are consistently defined. They are consistently defined. Simple thing is, when do we say the consistently defined? Probability of A intersection B should be less than the probability of A and it should be less than the probability of B. If it is less, we say that consistently defined. If not, not consistently defined. Next question is given to you. 13th question is the probability of A given, B given, probability of A intersection B is given, union missing. So using this formula, you can find out that. Whatever it is missing to you, that you can find out. Can you find out? Just simple question only. Okay. A 14th question is given, probability of A given, probability of B given, find the probability of A or B is asking if A and B are mutually exclusive events. When do we say A and B are mutually exclusive events? Mutually exclusive events. A and B are mutually exclusive events. So then you need to find out the probability of A union B. So whenever the two mutually exclusive events is nothing but whenever you take the probability of A union B is equals to probability of A plus probability of B. If they are mutually exclusive events, probability of A union B is equals to probability of A plus probability of B. If A and B are mutually exclusive events. If they are mutually exclusive events. So what is given to you here? Probability of A or B is asking you. R is nothing but probability of A union B only. So which is equals to probability of A plus probability of, this is 14th problem. So don't get confused with that. दोनों को sum find out करो, which is equals to 3 by 5 plus 1 by 5. 3 by 5, 1 by 5 only na, which is equals to, it is 4 by 5. When they are mutually exclusive events. Okay, so like this, probability of E is given in the 15th problem. Probability of E is given and asking to you to find out the probability of E. F is given, E and F is given and asking to find out E or F. E or F is nothing but union. Union you have to find out. Okay, so and not E and not F, not E and not F you have to find out. Not E and not F, how do you find out? Not E and not F. Probability of E is given to you 1 by 4. Probability of E is equals to 1 by 4. Probability of F is equals to 1 by 2. Probability of E and F. E and F is nothing but, and asking you to find out probability of E or F. First question, probability of E or F is nothing but probability of E union F. So this I think you can find out. Probability of not E and not F. Second question is asking probability of not A, not F is asking. So you can use a De Morgan's laws here to find out that. De Morgan's law, what is a De Morgan law? De Morgan's law says to you E F, not E can be written as E complement intersection and F, which is equals to E union F whole complement. So that is nothing but this is equals to probability of E complement intersection F complement is equals to probability of E union F whole complement. This is equals to 1 minus probability of E union F. Here E union F, whatever you will get, that should be subtracted from 1. E union F, what do we get here? Very simple. 1 by 4, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 8. 8 is the LCM. 2 plus 4 minus 1. 4 2s are 6, 5 by 8. So this is 5 by 8. So which is equals to 3 by 8. That's all. Did you understand? Okay. So 16th question also E and F are the two events and not E and not F is given to you. State whether E and F are mutually exclusive or not. So intersection is equals to empty set is nothing but not mutually exclusive. Okay. If intersection is an empty set, so you need to find out the intersection in this situation. So what is given to you in this problem, 16th problem? 16th problem, it is given the probability of not E or not F, or not F, or is nothing but union normally. So which is equals to 0.25 is given. So probability of this can be written as E intersection F whole complement is equals to 0.25. 0.25. So probability of E intersection F is nothing but, what is probability of E intersection F you will get here? 1 minus probability of E intersection F whole complement, which is equals to 1 minus 0.25. 1 minus 0.25 is nothing but, you are going to get 0.75. So probability of E intersection F is some number you are getting. So that is nothing but E intersection F is not equals to empty set. Therefore, E and F are not mutually exclusive events. They are not mutually exclusive events. Okay, mutually exclusive or not, you need to find out like that. And 17th question, A and B are the two events. Probability of A given, probability of B given, probability of A and B given, and probability of not A, probability of not B, probability of A or B. Simple question that you can do it. It's not very difficult to do. In 18th one also, it looks like some different questions to you, but you need to read that. In a class 11th of the school, 40% of the students study mathematics, 30% of the students study biology, 10% of the class study both mathematics and biology. So that is nothing but probability of M 40, probability of P 10, probability of B is 30, probability of M and B is M intersection B and 10 percentage. So 40 by 100, 40 percentage is nothing but. Probability is 40 by 100. Probability of studying biology is 30 by 100, 3 by 10. Probability of studying both is 10 percentage, 10 by 100, 1 by 10 should be 10. So, and you have to find out what is the question asking. Find the probability that he will study mathematics or biology. So, union find out. उसमें कुछ नहीं है. It is given to you intersection and asking you to find out the union. So remaining 19th and 20 problems are also in the same way. They are not very difficult to you. Even 20th to 21st also. Same model questions, not very difficult to you. You can do it. Okay. So 21st I will explain to you if you get confused. 21st, let us see here. 21st problem. 1920, you can do it. The last problem of this exercise, 21. So what is the question given here in this? In a class of 60 students, 30 opted NCC, 32 opted NSS, and 24 opted both NCC and NSS. If one of the, see here, these questions are just like a sets only. In the sets first chapter, whatever the questions are, they're in the same model. In a class of 60 students, 30 opted NCC, 32 opted NSS, and 22 opted both NSS. So NCC ko, let us represent for an easy purpose, A event represent. The students, those who are selected NCC, let us represent by A. And those who are selected NSS, let us represent by B. So as per the question, probability of A is equals to number of who opted NCC. So total number of the students कितना है? 60. So total 60. So 30 students are selected. So probability of A is equals to 1 by 2. Probability of B is equals to 32 are opted NSS. 30 opted. So 32 by 60. Probability of B. So if you divide this one by 4, 8 by 15, you are going to get probability of B. A number of students who selected both NCC and NSS. So which is represented by A and B. So probability of A and B. Both. So how many students are they given to you? 24 students are selected both. It is given 24 by 60, which is equals to 12 2s are 12 5s are 2 by 5. And asking to you to find out probability of A or B. So what is the question asking to you to find out? First you see the question. The students, if one of them is selected, probability that the students opted NCC or NSS. So what you have NCC or NSS? So A union B, first question. Second question. NCC, neither NCC nor NSS. So neither NCC nor NSS will be represented by what? Neither NCC nor, so it is represented by this one. A complement and B complement. A complement and B complement. Neither nor. So third question is given that here third question is asking you to find out the students has opted NSS but not NCC. NSS but not NCC. So how do you write? NSS but not NCC. So B minus A. It is very simple to you to calculate. First thing is probability of A union B is equals to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. So which is equals to चाहे तो डायरेक्टली ये लिख सकते हैं 30/60 32/60 minus 24/60. Easy calculation के लिए I'm writing like this 62 minus 24. Calculate कर लो. Next that you can do it. Probability of A B 1 minus probability of A union B by using the De Morgan's laws. De Morgan's laws use करके then you can find out this one. So 1 minus whatever the here number you get that should be separated from 1. B minus A unit 2. So B minus A के लिए normally Venn diagram also you can take into consider to understand easily. So A B both together 24 है. A is 30. So here what do you get? Number of students who take A means NCC. NCC students are 30 students. Already 24 is common. Here it is 24 is common. So here what do you get here? 6. Isn't it? Huh? And here what do you get? 8. Because 32. Total is 32 here B. 32 से 24 subtract. So B minus A is nothing but this part. So B minus A is equals to this part. Probability of B minus A can be written in what way? Suppose as per the probability of B minus A if you want to find. Probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. ये पूरा minus A intersection. So probability of B is nothing but, what is the probability of B? 32/60 minus 24/60, which is equals to 8/60. Nothing is there in this problem. Sets only, just like in the sets what we have did, in the same way you have to do.